So Fab is an experience, which was just fortunate, right? I mean, I got on that. I was one of 8 out of 120 in our year. And it was fortunate that you guys came along to that week in the years that I was there. So that's what I mean, right? Like lucky stuff just happens and situations just happen. And it's sort of what you make of them. But I believe anyway that all of us on that Fab week like made so much of it, and a community was formed that 15 years basically on is still rocking and rolling, and there's something magical about that. You know what I mean? Like really magical. So that is one of my values, for example, that's sort of come about, and that being something that's pretty fundamental to me and something I want to stay like as being core to what I do with my life. That's something that's come about it. That's a Ciaran that I didn't necessarily think about in the same way 6 months ago.
So if you could give any advice to anybody that's either gone through something that you just experienced or gone through something similar, what would your advice be to them?
I think it's easy to, like, when you fail, it's easy to kind of retreat into your shell, think I won't do that again or whatever. But for me anyway, the advice, if I'm in any position to give it, would be like just address failures. Failures are a great thing. And if when you fail, you feel like your power's being taken away, like the only way that you're going to get that back is by addressing that failure head on and saying, I want to deal with that, rather than I won't do that anymore. See what I mean? So for me, that's it. Do whatever it is that you need to do to understand why you failed, and you don't have to change yourself. You don't have to be something different, but really to understand why things happen. Because if you do that, you're able to do things differently in the future and make your life better, but make the life of everyone around you better as well, right? Because we all drag each other down and we lift each other up. That's what we do as humans. So for me, the advice is like address failure head on and enjoy it. Failing is a good thing because it gives you the opportunity to learn. If you don't learn from it, it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? So you have an opportunity once you fail to make it good or bad, and take the opportunity to make it good.
Yeah, no, I totally got to it from with it's all about enjoying the process. The process may be difficult, it may be uncomfortable, that may be a process that you don't want to go through, but you need to go through the process and you need to see it throughout and stand strong.
I think so. I think you just got to be true to yourself, right? Because you might think that your power's been taken away in a situation, but ultimately, if you don't really want to address a situation, then that power didn't matter to you that much.
Yep.
Like if something really matters to you, then you go do what you have to do to retain that or get it back or whatever it is. And don't be scared of that. Like, we're all humans. I just like the idea of things being weak or things being, not what we do is just, for me anyway, really dangerous. And be open about it, right? People want to help you. In general, people want to help. Most people aren't bad people. You got to ask sometimes.
Well, thank you very much for this podcast, Ciaran.
It's been great. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. Bye.
Take care, Chidi. Bye.